Hello, family. Welcome to BabsWTV. Today, we're going to talk about how the world is changing today. The world is changing drastically, that a lot of people around the globe are start feeling it big time. A lot of people right now lost their job. A lot of people are feeling the war. A lot of people are feeling the impact of rent, gas price. Some people don't even have any income anymore. Food is getting expensive. A lot of things happening right now. But let's check out this clip.
We are in a cost of living crisis. It's an emergency, and Washington needs to treat it like one. Hey, I got a question for you. So, how many times recently have you driven past a gas station or been checking out the grocery store and have been blown away just by how much everything costs right now? I bet that's happened to you a lot. I mean, I talk to Arizona families who are making some impossible choices. Do we fill that prescription, or do we pay the electric bill? Do we put gas in the car, or do we put food on the table? This is the wealthiest this country has ever been. And folks who work hard and play by the rules shouldn't be forced to choose. That's why I've introduced 3 bills to help working families get ahead. First, I'm proposing to suspend the federal gas tax. Prices have gone up a lot because of Donald Trump's war in Iran, and families shouldn't be stuck with the bill. Second, I introduced the Working Americans Tax Cut Act. This bill puts money back in the pockets of working families, paid for by making rich people pay their fair share. And third, the third thing is the Cost of Living Emergency Act, which is all about refocusing our government on working families, not just rich people, and making sure our government is making decisions based on household costs, not the stock market. Look, we are in a cost of living crisis. It's an emergency, and Washington needs to treat it like one. So I'm going to keep doing the work every day until families can finally get ahead, not just get by.
Liberal women are crashing out right now.
And I'm just fucking curious, are we great yet? Are we fucking great yet? Are we a great country? Is this one? It's fucking great. Huh? Americans working their fucking ass off 50, 60 fucking hours a week to have nothing to show to it? Are we fucking great? Is America great where ICE agents are shooting citizens in the fucking street and the government's saying it's self-defense? Are we fucking great yet?
I feel sorry for liberal women right now. They really have gone nuts.
Life's so damn high, you can't even afford to die. Have you seen the cost of caskets and funerals? Man, when I die, just throw my ass in the ocean. Fuck it.
I'm holding my phone up because, my phone holder just broke amongst everything else. In the wise words of the prophet George Carlin, it's called the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe it. Meanwhile, I'm out here. I'm not asleep. I am wide awake. I am paying $6 for McCormick chicken dust today. Chicken dust. Chicken seasoning is $6 for a tiny little fucking jar. Eggs, $10 damn a dozen. Folgers coffee. Folgers coffee is now $20 for the lidded red jar. The tin that tastes like it was scraped out of a nursing home's drip pod in 1986. And then Trump's over here like, the economy's great. It's great. Really, bitch? That's why people are financing their groceries on Klarna like it's a Louis Vuitton bag. That's why we're out here afterpaying fucking bananas. By the way, I've lost my voice if you can't tell, just, from being sick and from crashing out this week over groceries. It's not the American dream. It is the American gaslight. And we're all just out here seasoning our fucking ramen with bad debt that we can't pay. You can't even treat yourself anymore. A Starbucks run feels like applying for a small business loan. A grocery store trip requires a blood sacrifice in your firstborn and a cosigner with decent credit. Costco is absolutely terrifying. I don't even want to go in. I mean, it used to be the land of abundance, and now I'm terrified. You walk in rather confident, and walk out broke and confused, holding a $40 jar of pickles and a kayak that you didn't know you fucking needed. And let's be honest, bill due dates, those aren't real anymore. They're polite little suggestions, sometimes polite, sometimes not. Credit cards be calling me like, ma'am, you're 4 days past due. And I'm like, and? Get in line, man. You'll get your $35 minimum payment when I'm done paying $12 for these eggs. I just realized I wasn't breathing there. And utilities don't even pay the electric bill or buy milk for the kids. Choices. But sure, tell me again about how wages are up. Yeah, cool. $3 more an hour so I can afford a half cart of groceries and a therapy session about why I cried in aisle 5 because the box of Cheerios was $9. $9. And at this point, I don't need a financial advisor. I need an exorcist because clearly the demons running this economy are thriving while the rest of us are out here bartending vibes and trauma for gas money. And when that doesn't cut it, guess who's going to be at the pawn shop with grandma's heirlooms? Not me. Yes, sir, it's a Victorian locket from 1892. No, I don't care what it's worth. Just tell me if it'll cover 2 gallons of milk and a tank of unleaded. For fuck's sake.
Is it just me? Or is America crashing out, man? Is America crashing out? And I'm not blaming anybody. I just feel like people are not doing well and it's not all their fault. I was looking at some statistics, man. We got the highest unalive rate in all the countries, right? We got the highest drug use rate of all the countries. We got the highest overdose rate of all the countries. Why is America doing so bad mentally? You know what I mean? America has low-key turned into a psychiatric hospital. And it's nobody's fault. I think it's what's happening to us. But I feel like America is crashing out. We in the crash out era right now. I don't know what's going on, but people aren't doing well and something needs to be done. People was crashing out, man. America is tripping right now. And I love America, but it's tripping.
You know how everyone's telling us, you just need therapy, you're depressed, and it's no, we're broke. Because why is everything so fucking expensive? I moved to a different city. My auto insurance went up $20. I don't know why. I called them and I was like, why did this go up? And she was trying to figure it out. And I was like, I also need to update my address because I just moved. And she goes, okay, with your address updated, you live in a higher risk area now. Surprise. So she said it's going up $120 a month. I was going to figure out why it went up $20 and then she made it go up more. And I said, please don't do that. I can't afford it. And she said, I can't change it. And we're not depressed. We're broke. We're broke.
Oh no, it's that who talks about op shops. Yes, Queen, it's me, and I'm not going anywhere because autism and hyperfixation, if you know me, you know what I'm like when I go down a rabbit hole. I cannot be stopped. So today, we're having a quick little chat about the cost of living. You don't have to listen to me. I get dismissed all the time because, tattoos, 4 kids, living on Seno and more than one baby daddy. But don't take my word for it. Go fact check me. Food up, energy up, rent diabolical. The ABS shows people are cutting back on essentials. The Reserve Bank of Australia says price pressures are likely to stick around. And globally, when tensions hit oil supply, we feel it. Because around 20% of the world's oil moves through one region. When that gets disrupted, prices spike. And here's the part that people don't seem to understand. That doesn't just fix itself next week. Historically, it takes months and sometimes years to settle. And the inflation from that can hang around for years after. So yeah, call me dramatic. Call me a prepper. I actually might be though, because I would love a bunker. But this is real. Because when oil goes up, transport goes up, food goes up, everything goes up. Now, zoom out. Australia's charity sector, over $200 billion a year in funding. tax concessions, donated goods. So explain this to me. People are already cutting back on food, and we're telling them to book a meeting to prove hardship and explain their life to afford basic things despite the data, despite acknowledging that it's getting worse and we're in a cost of living crisis. Access shouldn't depend on how well you can prove you're struggling. And honestly, start thinking ahead. Grow food if you can. I'm about to start with my kids because this isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And the more self-sufficient we are, the less we rely on systems that are already under pressure. Communities need to remember how to be communities again. Build your village. Don't listen to me, go and look it up. But this is also fueling, funny because we talked about fuel, my desire and drive to start this community clothing project, because clothing should not be gatekept, and you know, it's not a supply that's going to run out. There are so many bloody clothes for everyone. So go fact check me. Mwah.
I just saw a video that said expect the grocery prices to go up even more because of the cost of transportation, because of the war crisis in Iran, and lack of fuel. The cost of fuel has gone up tremendously with gas, okay? Now the cost of our food is going to go up because of transportation of the food. Our grocery prices in Canada right now are already at an all-time high. Inflation is at an all-time high. Like, I have to pick and choose what I want to buy because everything is so freaking expensive. And I try to buy bulk of things that are going to last me, that I can make numerous meals over, because that is the only way that I can afford to eat at this point. And now they're saying, on top of inflation of groceries, they're going to inflate and have a temporary surcharge even more because of transportation. Gas is at an all-time high, so if you want to go anywhere, going to cost you $1 million. We have to pay taxes. We have to pay all this money towards necessities to live now. God forbid you booked a trip and you want to go and fly anywhere. Airlines now are going to be canceling a bunch of flights because they cannot afford the fuel costs. They're also going to surcharge now and charge an additional, I think, $60, $70 a ticket because of fuel costs. And the prices of flights are going to go up so high that people are not going to be able to afford to fly. So if you want to actually go anywhere, if this war continues, you are not going to be able to travel or go anywhere. So you're going to be stuck and stranded where you are, and you're not going to be able to do anything. I was planning on having an Italian summer just for the first time in my life. And if this war does not get settled, we're all royally screwed. And I genuinely don't know how we're going to afford to live. The grocery prices are already unaffordable. The gas prices are already through the roof in Canada. Everything is already so unaffordable. We can barely get by. We're living paycheck to paycheck. So basically, to sum it all up, everything costs money. Even to breathe now is going to cost you money. And this is all thanks to the President of the United States.
This is getting ridiculous. Like, us Australians shouldn't have to be spending this much money to feed ourselves. I should have just eaten out. Like, oh, this Friday is so busy. Ugh. So I just went to Woolworths, and this is getting ridiculous. Like, so I bought some chicken, which I'm going to do poach, just, boil it. And that's $12.50 or $61. I bought this olive oil for $26 of extra virgin because I need it. Like, $26 for some oil? Like, doesn't that just come from, like, olives? And then I got some gravy, which is $4. 42. And then I got these vegetables, which is a mixed rainbow vegetables, which is $7.50. So that's like $49 something or whatever, like $50. Like, I could have just eaten out. Like, buying groceries in our country is just getting absurd. Like, we need to do something about it. I mean, Albanese needs to do something about it. I don't understand why, like, Coles and Woolworths can just have this unrestricted power to price things as they do. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Like, us Australians shouldn't have to be spending this much money to feed ourselves.
We're allowing them to fearmonger us, if that makes any sense, into paying all this money back that really makes no fucking sense. High-ass gas, high-ass fucking rent, all this money back on taxes, all this money back on student loans and taking the money out and the interest on all this bullshit, even on fucking cars. We're allowing them to scare us into not paying shit back. I'm not fucking scared. Come get me, bitch. I ain't paying shit.
People are charging $1,000 a month to rent rooms in their home. $1,000 a month to rent a room. Bro, what the fuck we gonna do? The cost of living has gotten out of hand. And y'all buy a house, man. Everybody that I know that owns a house tells me don't buy no fucking house. They hate that shit. Between property taxes going the fuck up, insurance going the fuck up, niggas having to fix roofs. Is that what it is? Having to fix their roof and shit. Everybody I know that got a goddamn house tell me don't buy no goddamn house. They say at least you call a maintenance man. But dead ass, what the fuck we gonna do about the rising cost of living? Because what you mean you charging people $1,000? You got 3 rooms in your house, you're charging them $1,000 for somebody to come live there. This shit is sad. Like, my son gonna be an adult in the next couple of years. He's gonna graduate from high school and be an adult. And this is the world he has to live in? The fuck? I guess I need... shit is weird.
America's declining and we're losing to China. Period, point blank. As this country continues to decline, our elite continue to get wealthy, our politicians are even more corrupt than ever, and the average American can't afford the necessities in life like food, housing, medical care, and education. And they don't seem to care. This Cold War with China that we're in, because that's what we are in, we're losing. But here's an example of that. As our politicians tell us that they can't give us anything, they can't make life affordable in America, this is what China's doing.
Focused on the comfort of rear passengers. A massive 30-inch panoramic 6K screen with an AI voice assistant stretches across the center of the dashboard, complemented by an LCD instrument panel and an augmented reality head-up display. The center console houses air conditioning outlets, dual 50-watt wireless charging pads, 4 cup holders, a crystal rotary knob plus 4 buttons, and a storage compartment.
Look like a Mercedes.
The second row is equipped with zero-gravity seats and features heating, ventilation, and massage functions. Rear passengers will also benefit from a 17.3-inch ceiling-mounted screen, a small control screen behind the center console, a 9.2-liter refrigerator, and folding tables. Other features include 256-color ambient lighting, a panoramic sunroof, a 23-speaker sound system, 3 fragrance systems, and the Falcon 700 driving assistance system, supported by a roof-mounted LiDAR unit. Under the hood, the Fullwind T11 is powered by a 1.5-liter engine that acts as a generator, paired with front and rear electric motors and an intelligent all-wheel drive system. The system delivers a total of 610 horsepower and 700 newton meters of torque.
That's a Chinese EV company called Sherry, and that is the Fullwind T11 model. And guess how much it starts at? $28,000 equivalent of American money. $28,000. And the top model, which is just more horsepower and torque, I think the top model gets like 800 horsepower or something like that. Some crazy ass shit. Goes for about another $10,000 extra, so about $38,000. Bitch, a Toyota Corolla costs that in America. A Chevy Malibu is about $32,000 now in America. A bum-ass Chevy fucking Malibu. It's not that they can't give us affordable products in this country. It's that they don't want to, because number one, Americans are too fucking stupid to stop paying for shit. And number two, how else would they continue to grow their profit margin for their shareholders? But the inevitable is coming, because Canada just struck a deal with China to get these types of vehicles and to put factories in Canada to create these types of vehicles. So when all of our quote unquote allies and the rest of the world continue to say, you know what, we don't want your overpriced bullshit no more, America. We're gonna go somewhere else. Then what? See, because the only reason why these vehicles, just like Chinese cell phones and electronics, are not in this country is because the corporations and the CEOs and the elite lobby and put money into our politicians' pockets to keep these companies out of America. Oh, and now we've put the actual CEOs in the seat of the politicians at fucking president and all of the departments that the federal government have. Tesla can't compare to this shit. Tesla is like a fucking a Pinto compared to something like Tesla ain't giving you shit. but they charging you. We're getting pimped. Pimped, turned around, and taken aback raw, no lube. Pure point blank. But at the end of the day, it's white people's fault. Because y'all are stupid. Because as long as you can say, at least I'm not black, you keep getting fucked in the ass.
They are playing us like a simulation game. It's not a fucking coincidence. It's not a fucking coincidence. Oil skyrockets, even though we get none of our oil from the Strait of Hormuz. Food skyrockets. Nobody can fucking afford anything anyways. We're still fucking recovering. And now all of it's going back up again. And guess what else is about to rise? Condom prices. 20 to 30%. Oh, well, wait, why would I care about condom prices rising? You should, because it's hard enough out here, as a woman, to get these men to wrap it before tapping it. It doesn't feel the same. It's like taking a shower with your clothes on. Well, try birthing a child out of your birth canal. I was a teen pregnancy twice. Twice I was a teen pregnancy. I learned my lesson, hopefully. Wrap it before tapping it. But now these condom prices are about to skyrocket, okay? And they were just talking about how there's not enough teen pregnancies, not enough teen births. It's not a coincidence. It feels like we live in the fucking Matrix and this is all a simulation. They're like, oh, there's not enough births. We'll start a war over here and that'll somehow make condom prices rise. It's insane. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Everything is gonna go up and we're just still gonna... Condom prices going up isn't that bad. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There will be more assaults, more forced births, because women are not allowed to have the decision to make about their own bodies in this country anymore, which is absolutely insane for a free country, a country claiming to be free from land to sea to shining sea. It has freedom of speech, freedom of religion, but somehow your religion is controlling my choices with my doctor. Insane. It'll be a forced baby boom. They want more workers. They need more lower class people because the lower class people are getting ready to fucking revolt. And they're like, no, if you have a newborn, if you have little children, you'll be less likely to revolt because you're thinking about them. You're thinking about, I have a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old. I can't go fight a war in my fucking neighborhood right now. I can't go arm up at the grocery store to fight the big corporations. It's all not a fucking coincidence. They do this shit on purpose, and we just gluck and move along. Please vote in your midterms, even if you feel like that your vote doesn't matter or it doesn't count. Vote anyway. Do it anyway. I do an extra wipe after I shit just to make sure. Cast your vote just to make sure. Okay? And please God, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but educate yourself just a little bit because we're in the predicament that we're in because people keep uneducationally voting and on top of that, just not voting. So, cast a vote, an educational one. Thank you.
Just found out that Nerds is in a class action lawsuit because eating 96 tiny little pieces of Nerds gives you your annual safe exposure to arsenic. Can we have anything? Can we Americans have anything? Everything is freaking poison. I have an 11-month-old and everyone acts like I'm a psycho because I want her to eat vegetables and fruit and that's all. Am I crazy? I feel like I'm not crazy. I'm also 2 weeks off of vaping and I'm back at that point where I'm tweaking a little bit again over the nicotine withdrawals. If everything else is just gonna kill me anyways, can I just vape? How bad can it really be?
If anyone out there is wondering how Americans are doing poorly, we are doing poorly. Yesterday, I woke up to an email from my landlord saying, hey, I'm raising your rent. Why? No fucking reason. We already pay all of the utilities ourselves. That is not included in the rent. So we pay for electricity and we pay for water and we pay for natural gas to heat our home. And that bill in particular has fucking skyrocketed this year. Every single month this winter, it was over $600. And we do not turn the heat on. We just turn it so that we can fucking survive. We do not turn it above 60. So we're fucking freezing in the house all fucking winter. Oh, and also I woke up this morning to an email from my health insurance being thanks for your payment. It was deducted automatically, except this time the payment was $400 more than it was last month. Sorry? what's going on? So I called the health insurance company and I was like, why did this happen? And they said, oh, well, the tax premium expired. And I said, tell me why that happened. Is that because of federal budget cuts? Is that because of the New York State budget? Where did that come from? And they said, we don't know. You have to call the New York State Department of Health. And so I called the New York State Department of Health, and it was this whole fucking rigmarole because they intentionally make it so opaque that you just have to spend all of your fucking time and energy just navigating this fuck-ass bureaucracy and trying not to get fucked more than they're already fucking you. I got my new IUD yesterday, so I've been fucking hugging this heating pad all day and eating Advil like it's breakfast cereal. Meanwhile, I don't even know how much that bill is gonna be for. I don't know how much that procedure costs because I tried to find out before I got it. I called my health insurance company and I was like, how much is this gonna be? And they were like, we don't know. You have to call the doctor. And so I called the doctor and I was like, how much is it gonna be? And they were like, we don't know. You have to call your insurance. And so nobody could give me an answer. And I was like, well, I need the fucking IUD because I cannot afford to have children. Obviously, meanwhile, the fucking psychos over at CPAC are like, hey, you dumb bitches, leave the workforce. Better yet, never join the workforce and shack up with the first chud you meet in high school and start popping out babies that we know that you cannot afford because they're all fucking psycho Christian nationalists. The experience of being a working class American is to just be squeezed for every single dollar that you have at every turn, and you're like, just wave your arm and you just run into another fee that you were supposed to pay. And where does that money go? Straight to the fucking top, straight to the fucking billionaires who do not create jobs. In fact, they keep slashing jobs just to invest in fucking AI data centers. I don't understand how we're not out in the streets all the time.
You see what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, world is crashing out. People are crashing out big time. But hey, let me know what do you think down below the comment, and see you for next time.